Manjimup's blessed by having a couple of terrific rivers in our region. We've got the Warren River, which catchment extends all the way up to Kojonup, and the nearby Donnelly River, where its catchment is beginning near Yornup, just up the track from here. They're special because there's high rainfall, it's reliable, and people can then develop their businesses around that. We're very lucky that both rivers have very high water quality. The upper catchment of the Warren is sometimes affected by salt due to excessive clearing for farming, but we're fortunate that as we come further into the catchments there is significantly more natural vegetation, and that has a moderating effect on the salinity, and also as we come further down the inflows of the freshwater streams dilutes the salinity in the streams and makes them useful for a whole range of purposes. There are threats for both river systems. These are salinity as mentioned, and also weeds and nutrients inflows into the rivers and overuse. We're managing all of those things in a variety of means, including controlling the amount of clearing that can be done. At a practical level, as water managers, we're encouraging everybody to take care of the rivers, to take ownership of them. If you're a landholder, we would encourage you to fence the rivers to minimise nutrient runoffs, and planting and retention of perennial pastures, including perennial pasture grasses, which keep the salt in the water table and doesn't allow it to come to the surface and find its way into our rivers. We're very concerned about teaching the next generation how to look after the environment, in particular the water resources. We're involved in the early stages of the Ribbons of Blue program, which is involved in going into schools and educating kids about waterways and their management and how to maintain their health. East Manjimup is just one of the many schools that are involved in this program.
We've been down here at the river site on East Manjimup Primary School for the last 6 years. We identified the site as a resource that the school could utilise, and we decided it was such a beautiful environment and natural surroundings that it would be a shame for the kids not to be able to enjoy that. So that's why we've taken on the Ribbons of Blue challenge. And initially the problem with the site was weeds and water quality. So that's been our first and most important direction that we took. And that started with testing the water, looking at salinity, looking at pollution that was running off from the roads, and looking how we could address that on site with the kids involved at all stages. It's a continuous program, and over that period we've had lots and lots of kids come through on site and actually doing practical things on the site, so they feel ownership for the project, and they're always willing to come down and get involved because it's getting down, getting your hands dirty, getting in with the insects, finding bugs. So that's the sort of thing that the kids find interesting, and as a teacher it's up to me then to hopefully draw out those learning opportunities and make it a meaningful experience for them while they're down here. There's two basic outcomes that we're looking to achieve at the site. The one is improving of the environment at a school level, but it's also getting the kids to appreciate what's involved in improving water quality, and hopefully through getting some personally knowledge themselves, that knowledge is then taken back home, and hopefully the knowledge is spread through the community at a grassroots level, so that as the kids get older they develop an appreciation for what we've done here and what they can do themselves in their own lives and their own environments.
A month ago we came down here and Andy shredded all the weeds and grass for us, but because he didn't spray it, so all the blackberries have come up from the ground.
We used recyclable paper and we shredded it to make compost for the plants.
Yeah, and what we did with it, we got a bunch of paper and put it down around the plants and then water it because it soaks the plants and keeps the water in it, keeping it feeding.
And the rain's really helped us in Manjimup over the past 2 months because Manjimup's really known for cold weather, so it's really helping us. It's really superb.